original. Okay. So today we're gonna read chapter 1. This is from Classic Starts, The Man in the Iron Mask, retold from the Alexandre Dumas original by Oliver O, illustrated by Troy Howell, and it is from Sterling, New York, London. I think my girlfriend should read the first few pages. man said, "He is, and you have been brought here because you pose a great danger to him." Aramis said, "I suspected as much. I don't think I was always meant to be locked up." The young man replied, "My tutor and nurse took care to raise me as well, as a well-rounded nobleman. Why would they do so only to put me in a cell?" But then, one morning, shortly after I turned 15, I was dozing in the summer sun. "That was 8 years ago," Aramis interrupted. queen gave birth to a son. When the king heard the news, he rejoiced and ran to tell everyone in the castle. But the queen had actually had two sons, twins. When the king learned about the second child, he was not at all happy. He demanded that the news be kept secret. He worried that the second son might try to fight the older one for the kingdom. After all, the difference in their ages was only a matter of minutes. And so the queen's younger son was shamefully separated from his brother and, and hidden away. He vanished so thoroughly and so quickly that almost no one ever knew he existed. Those who didn't know were sworn to secrecy.
His mother abandoned him, the young man said quietly. Here is a portrait of the son who grew up to become King Louis the 14th. Aramis said, handing the young man a small, realistic painting the size of his palm. Then he gave him a mirror. Aramis allowed Philip some time to gather his thoughts and to compare the portrait with the image in the mirror. I'm doomed, the young man said at last. He is my exact double, my twin. The king will never allow me to be seen. I wonder, who is the real king? The man in the portrait or the man in the mirror? Aramis asked. The king is the man who sits on the throne right now, the young man said sadly. Not the man in prison. Royalty is power, and as you can see, I am powerless. Now, sir, listen carefully. The king could be the man who leaves prison, who sits on the throne where his friends place him. Don't tempt me, Philip said. You give me a glimpse of ultimate power, but I can still hear the jailer's footsteps in the corridor. Get me out of here, and I may begin to believe you.
And this the setup. This is her room. This is in her place, and yeah, it's so nice. It's super nice, and yeah, I want to, I want to shout you out because your channel is such a good ASMR, a good ASMR channel. She had done wonderful and creative videos, and she had made like so many creative and original videos in her channel. So check her out. I'm so proud of her, and yeah, that's it. I know that I said that the sneak peek will be the next part of Robin Hood, and we are reading The Last of Mohicans. We also start a new series as well. I'm planning to start a new series of Last of Mohicans, and personally I really love that story. So yeah, but unfortunately, I forgot to brought the book right now, so we decide to read this first. But I promise you, the next part of Robin Hood will be uploaded as soon as possible. See, I'm wearing green. Robin
It
Hood.
looks like black in the camera.
Really? This is dark green, guys. Yeah. So this is the hint of your next video, of my next video. We're definitely gonna read Robin Hood again. I'm so sorry, and I hope you guys really love this video, and I really hope that this quite short video will help you guys relax and sleep. So yeah, in our next video we're gonna read Robin Hood, and the next two videos we're gonna read The Last of Mohicans. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for all my viewers, all my subscribers who are waiting for me and being patient because of my inconsistency. But I promise you, I'm back. I already graduated my college, my university. Well, not really officially graduated, but I'm just waiting for my graduation ceremony. But yeah, I already done all of my projects and my final thesis. And yeah, I'm free. I have been working also as a teacher, but yeah, besides that, I'm free. I have more time now, so I can be consistent. Thank you guys. Oh, and by the way, go check her channel out. It's Nano ASMR. I'm gonna link the link up. I'm gonna write down the link on the description, and I'm gonna be featured in her next video. Bye bye, guys. We love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for watching, and if you're watching this at night, have a good night, have a good rest. Bye bye. I think you should do the closing thingy.
Okay, what closing thingy?
Just block my camera with your